Hello guys and girls. Let's quickly go through 15 tips for cracking your NEET PG exams. Tip number 1. Do not see how well or not that well others have prepared or are preparing. A single moment of depression can ruin so many minutes you could have utilized into preparing. Tip number 2. First, go through a reliable source of NEET PG questions and answers quickly, say in a month or two, so as to get an overall idea of as to what you are expected to be knowing. Mark all important things you know you won't remember by the time you give a second go through. Tip number 3. Doing MBBS with complete concentration is another encrypted way of faring well in your NEET PG entrance. Nowadays, students begin preparation during their MBBS second or third years itself, but don't get disturbed by them at all. Tip number 4. Revision is the key, remember. First, divide the entire time of preparation, that is, duration in months, available to you into two halves. One for mainly learning and understanding the subject, and second, mainly for revising and problem solving. For example, if you have 10 months after your MBBS results have been declared, you divide it in 5 months each as above. Remember, all is to be done in all the phases, but the main emphasis should be as told above. Tip 5. Again, revision is the key. Set a target of revising the entire subject matter 3 to 4 times at least. The more the answers come in your reflex, the better. But always read the questions carefully, as a change in a single word may change the entire meaning of the question and its answer. Tip number 6. During your first go itself, make your own mnemonics or device methodology you will utilize later for learning, or utilize the pre-formed ones available. It is not at all essential and is completely okay if you aren't able to learn or remember the way others do. Different people have different learning curves and they learn differently. Tip number 7. Divide the 24 hours available to you again into 14 to 16 plus 8 to 10. That is 16 hours for studying and 8 hours for relaxing and enjoying. Studying time should include 1 to 2 hours of dedicatedly learning the learning material and the remaining into studying the subject matter and solving questions. A minimum of 1 hour per day for solving questions in the second half. Relaxing and enjoying time is equivalently important to depolarize your neurons and make your brain ready to absorb more knowledge, and this is where most of the students falter. Tip number 8. Do give mock examinations during the second half so as to be knowing your place amongst pan India contestants. Also, you err, you learn. You are definitely liable to make errors, but it is best if you make your destined set of errors during your preparation itself and not in the main exam. Tip number 9. Practice time-based question solving on the PC in the later half of your preparation. Tip number 10. Do not sit down reading all your MBBS textbooks from scratch. It is a complete waste of time. Consult your standard textbooks if you do not understand a topic or there is ambiguity in a question's answers. Tip number 11. Study the examination pattern and the frequently asked topics of last 10 years at least. There are high chances of repetition of similar pattern, topics and or questions themselves. Tip number 12. While solving questions, trust your instincts. The answer which strikes you first after reading the question is usually the correct answer. Tip number 13. Learn from your mistakes and bring the right methodology of question solving in your reflex practice. Tip number 14. Do not think of the results and concentrate completely and wholesolely on your preparation. Tip number 15. Have complete faith in God and pray to Him daily. Thank you, friends.